In this video, I'm going to be personally ranking what your motorcycle gear says about you. S tier is going to be you know how to ride, and D tier is going to be LARPing. So to start off, we have riders that have these helmet covers. Now, the majority of these riders usually just have a fun time and ride their own ride. And usually stick to 300. If you see them riding a 600, they probably don't know what they're doing and they're just riding straights, probably just cruising the strip on their 600, but you'll most likely see all of them on a Ninja 300. These guys do not ride alone. They usually ride in groups as well. They all have their furry helmets. And honestly, majority of them just do it for attention, and it's kind of giving LARP, I'm not gonna lie. If I were to try to tell the difference between these two, I couldn't point out. I mean, these are basically identical. These two would ride together for sure. And like I mentioned, they're usually always on beginner scooters. Every time they're at a stoplight, they're usually getting up to dance and do some retarded shit. These guys love to hang around gas stations and to do absolutely nothing. They'll film a couple TikToks here and there, but they're just retards on the road and they just do really cringy stuff. And it puts a really bad rep on others that ride motorcycles normally. So for the furries, I'm going to place them at D tier. I mean, these guys are just completely LARPing. Like I mentioned, they stay on usually a 300 and it doesn't get better than that. They're really stiff on their ride. And when you see them on the road, you just try to avoid eye contact because you know they're gonna act out and do some dumb shit. All right, next we have the squids. So these are people with no gear at all, riding shortless. They have flip-flops on. These guys swear they're hard as fuck. I mean, the only reason why they have their shirt off is, yeah, maybe because they have some abs and they want to show off their biceps. But I'm not gonna lie, that shit is just gay. Nobody cares. Just like the furries, they're pretty stiff on their ride. And these guys are a prime example of a meat crayon and why you should wear your gear. Every time someone witnesses a motorcycle accident and there are limbs everywhere, it's a squid every single time. 99% of the time, it's gonna be a squid. Someone who wasn't wearing any gear at all and just thinks they're the shit. These guys don't start on a 300 like everyone else. They jump to a Gixxer 750 right away. They swear that riding isn't difficult, so when they hop on a 600 or even a leader bike as their first bike, that they know how to ride, that they don't need gear, and their ego is just insanely high. Me personally, I haven't seen many of these guys ride around. I mean, actually, that's a lie. I just saw one earlier today. But it's kind of like survival of the fittest, and these guys just kind of die out. And so I feel like in the next couple of years, we're just going to see less and less and less of squids out there. They're literally just going to kill themselves off. There are going to be some rare cases of a retard who does know how to ride and he will get lucky and he won't become a meat crayon. But I'm not even gonna count that. These guys are worse than the furries. So we're gonna put them at the back of D here. All right, next we have the TikTok sluts. These are gonna be the OnlyFans girls that only own beginner scooters to LARP and take pictures, and they don't know how to ride at all. I mean, let's take a look at this chick, for example. There are a ton of them. They call themselves Biker Babe. I mean, all it does is just funnel into an OnlyFans. There's no skill. There's no genuine interest in riding. This is all for the LARP and just to show off their ass and their spandex when they're riding. I mean, she's literally wearing spiked fucking heels in this image, grabbing her tits. And trust me, I had to show the TikTok. It gets even worse. I mean, like, what are we, like, she's literally just grabbing her tits on her beginner scooter, wearing, I mean, no boots at all. She's wearing spandex leggings, her tits are out. She has the tinted visor. This is just all over her page, and I mean, bro. And if we just take a look at her tires, we can see that she does not ride at all. And that goes for every single girl that's like this, that just LARPs their way. I mean, look at this. Clean ass boots, no wear on the tires at all. I mean, this thing is clean. There is just no bugs on this shit. All she cares about are videos of her fucking ass and tits while she's riding. I don't even think she has a video of her riding. I wouldn't be surprised if she got a fucking U-Haul to this gas station to take this video. These girls don't know how to ride. They just do it for the OnlyFans and for the attention. And sooner or later, we've seen it all the time, they're gonna hit the pavement. Okay, we're gonna do an intermission, a little reassessment, because this is definitely the worst. Even worse than squids. I mean, squids have ego, but I mean, they're probably the same here. I'm gonna put the furries up to C tier. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, because I rated them first, I feel like I didn't have the scale calibrated. Now that we have the scale calibrated a bit, C tier is pretty solid, and I'm actually pretty happy with C tier. They don't even piss me off that much. I was just flaming them for the memes. These two. So if you wear armor, you're probably a bike talker, which is, we already know how that goes.
But I do have a good idea.
That results in shit like this, where you're just acting fucking retarded on camera. Absolutely brain dead. The guys that wear body armor usually just sit at gas stations and film TikToks. They all own Ninja 500s. These guys have been riding for about a year or two. They all swear they're gonna get an H2, but they never do. They stay on their Ninja 500. So on a level of LARP, it's probably just gonna be B tier. Like, they're just really in the middle. They kind of glue everyone together. Now, if you wear a full set of gear, you can probably talk the most shit because you can back that shit up. You probably have hundreds, if not thousands of hours on the track or even the back roads. They know how to properly enter a corner. They know how to trail brake. They know everything. These guys know the in and outs of their bike, and they are super, super confident in that. You probably won't see these guys though, because they're not out there talking shit and riding in the streets. They spend all of their time on the tracks or the back roads. So, I mean, you're not going to see these guys fully geared up on the streets at all. These guys are obviously going in S tier. I mean, they are fully geared up safety wise. And on top of that, they absolutely nail the fundamentals of riding. All right, next up are going to be the outlaw jacket guys. When you see these guys on the street, they're in single file formation, and they usually have a leader in the front holding a pride flag. They're all on Harleys, and they love to kiss each other on the lips. And if you try to pass them, don't even try to pass them, because I mean, you'll risk your life. These guys take their little motorcycle club very, very seriously. And on my end, I can't take them seriously at all, because all it does is remind me of the MCs in GTA 5. You'll never see them riding solo. It's always in that stupid ass single file line. They're always throwing up those stupid ass signals to properly take a turn. Put these guys at C tier because, yeah, they do know how to ride, but I mean, they're just a bunch of dickheads. Last kind of falls in the TikTok category, but it's going to be those corny hoodies. I mean, these guys are usually wearing their gear under. They probably have some padded gear under whatever hoodie they're wearing. They always have Alpinestars boots and gloves and the helmet combo. And their hoodies just always say something corny like "catch me if you can." These guys run no plates. They're always running from the cops. Some of them probably start on 600, but unlike the others, these guys actually know how to ride to a certain extent. Their one good trick out of the hat is the wheelie. These guys pop wheelies on the freeway. They also max out their bike. These guys also love to cut it up on the freeway for no absolute reason. I would say that this group of people is like, it's a variety, because this is what makes up a majority of riders today. A lot of riders are in this culture. They're wearing these hoodies. They're wearing the Alpinestar gear. They're on 600s, running no plates and cutting up on the highways. But on the other end of the scale, some LARP to the max extent. I mean, they're probably doing those swerves on the road that swear they warm up the corners of their tires, but they don't. These guys are either really fucking good or really fucking stupid on a bike. It's really hard to tell if one is LARPing under that helmet, but chances are not, if they're dressed like this, 100% they have gone on the freeway and topped out their 600. I want to put these guys at B tier, but I'm only doing that because it makes the chart pretty even. We're going to do a little reassessment here, but these guys are hit or miss, because I mean, some of them are just LARPing their ass off, but majority of them, I feel like most of them know how to ride, and they can ride pretty well. They just love riding on the streets. And unlike these guys up here, who mainly spend their time on the track, these guys are on the streets and on the freeways. These guys with the hoodies and, the Alpinestars, boots, gloves, helmet, these guys make up the majority of the community that you see out riding every single day locally. For the TikTokers, they're just doing it for attention and that corny, it's just all LARP. The outlaws are gay, nobody likes them. The furries, they enjoy their ride. It's whatever, they're doing their own thing, but do they know how to ride? No, they usually stick to 300s. And I kind of want to group them with the TikTokers as well. But I feel like this is a different breed. The squids just have insane ego, and I mean, I feel like everyone kind of just ignores them, because it's like, okay, you go do that. We all know how that's gonna end. And then the whores on wheels. I mean, this should be off the road, and it is just an embarrassment. This is just a list I made for fun. I am no better than anyone I poked fun of. Obviously, we're all in the same community besides these guys over here. Let's just If you're riding your own ride, you have the proper gear, and you're just enjoying your life, then obviously there is no problem. If I missed anything, any stereotypes, make sure to leave them in the comments and let me know what I should make a video about next.